Hello and welcome to Matt Alex Marketing Assistance Videos. This assistance video is for our 201 series, Understanding Your Time. This is part 1, 201A. What we're going to do in this series is, just like it says, we're going to understand your time. A lot of businesses will run advertising campaigns either out of desperation or they'll poorly plan and get more than what they can actually handle. Let's think about it this way. An advertising campaign is like painting a room. It's not like planning a party. When you're planning a party, you definitely want to have more than enough food and beverages so you don't run out in the middle of the party. But you don't want to have too much. You want to have just a little bit more. So think about painting a room. When you're painting a room, you don't want to run right out in the middle of it, but then you don't want to end it and have 15 gallons of paint that you can't return because it's a special color. So with that, with a marketing campaign and an advertising campaign, what you're going to want to do is you want to plan accordingly. Now, to plan accordingly for painting a room, you measure the room, see what you're going to need as far as materials and such. You measure how much square feet of paint that you're actually going to need, and then you usually get a little bit more. So if a room you think is going to take 1 gallon, you know it's going to take more than 1 gallon. And so you get 2 gallons. So that way when you end, you usually end with about a half a gallon. And that's exactly where we want an advertising campaign to end at, with about a half a gallon of people. And the reason why I say that is because there's an old saying, all boats rise on the same tide. Whenever you're doing advertising, it not only benefits you, it also benefits your competition, because you start to stir in people's minds something that they want to do or buy. And in doing so, if you can't provide it, they'll go to your competition and get it. So that's why you kind of want to limit what you put out there and only get what you need. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand what time they have, or they haven't properly planned. And that's where we want to get starting out in here. Before we actually set up our campaign process, we need to find out, when should you be running a campaign? When do you have more business than you can handle, so you don't need to be adding advertising on top of it, unless of course you're set up to grow your business? Or when are you slow and you definitely need the business in there and you need to get a number of customers in to fill out the months that you have in a quarter? So with that, one of the things that we need for you to do is do a little homework. Okay? In order to help you, go to mattalec.com and I need you to download. Go to the 201 Understanding Your Time section and click on it, and there are downloads for you. For 201A, we have 2 downloads. We have a calendar for this year, and we also have holidays. Now, this portion of this section and this series is to understand what your personal time is. Birthdays, anniversaries, vacations, kids going back to school. These are the type of things you need to start identifying in order to plan out your calendar year. And that's why we provide you a full calendar, so that way you can start circling dates on that. You can use another calendar, but we just wanted to provide something that's nice and easy, especially that holds 1 year in, especially when you're thinking of the whole year. Next, this is a nice little ditty that you might want to have handy at all times. This is for 2019 through 2024, and it's a holiday listing. Now, it's 2 pages for all the holidays. It's by order of month, so January all the way through December. Some of the holidays that are listed on are your standard U.S. bank holidays and other holidays that are available. Not every holiday is listed in here, but the major holidays are. If there are, one of the things you might want to note on here is if there are local community holidays that you have. Parades, pageants, stuff that's going on that usually takes place, the local fair at the end of summer, so on and so forth. You want to note those on, because what you're doing is you're automatically planning out your year. So you can definitely circle on which months that you're going to be overbooked for stuff and you don't necessarily want to do an advertising campaign. And then you can start focusing on what you do need to do. Because what's going to happen once we go through this, in 201B, we're going to work on a template that's going to give us an idea on when we have time available. And as you can see, that's in this template here, it goes by month. And this is the time that you're going to be noting information down on here. But we'll cover that in the next one. Right now, this is all about gathering the personal data that you have. So go to mattalec.com and go to the 201A, Understanding Your Time. Click on that and then click on these downloads, so that way you can start planning and thinking about your personal obligations that you have throughout the year, so we can put those aside for the template when we come back for 202B, Understanding Your Time, and we actually work on our planning worksheet. So we look forward to assisting you in providing the tools, steps, plans that will help each small business and blue-collar entrepreneur build market awareness with distinct advertising that's local, economical, and cultivates growth. We are Matt Alec. Thank you.